So, Corona shut down Pacific Program 2020. I am now home. The program was canceled by Corona. Love to see that. But no. Everything's not too bad. I'm officially home, and so the rest of the videos will be filmed in my house. I'm currently in my living room on the floor. I don't really have a spot in my house yet where I think will be best for filming, but here we are. It's my couch, some pillows, the kitchen. But yeah, let's get into today's video. Today's video is like, since I've been home, I've had a lot of time to reflect on Heron Island, which was basically our last spot that we traveled to. Like after Heron Island, we went back to I don't want to say Brisbane for like 2 days, but that was really just so we'd be able to go to the airport and everything. But the last place we were was in Heron Island, and this video is just all about my different reflections from the island, everything I saw, learned, experienced, and yeah, okay, let's get right into today's video. Okay, so the first, number one, we have been warned pretty much this whole trip about the ferry to and from Heron Island. I was really nervous because they said there have been times where people have just been throwing up over the side of the boat, people pass around buckets throwing up, and it's just been really bad for people with motion sickness. I get motion sickness just in the car, except if I'm not driving or in the passenger seat. If I'm like the back seat doing anything else but like listening to music or like looking out the window, I'm literally gonna get motion sick. So I was kind of nervous. I took some anti-motion sickness medicine. It wasn't Dramamine. It was something else, and it was chewable, and I was like, so I took that, and I literally slept the whole ride. There were parts of the ride that were so bumpy that I literally was like laying down across the seats, and I flew up out of my seats, and that's the only time I woke up. But other than that, I was knocked out. It wasn't that bad, and we made it to the island. So we get to the island, and okay, so not everyone's suitcases made it onto the whole cart. And you know me, my suitcases, just like the chance, didn't make it to the cart. So I'm like rolling my suitcases through the sand to get to where we're staying. Granted, the island's like this big, okay? But I'm like rolling my bags through the sand. At one point, I just had to pick it up. Like, it wasn't terrible. It was maybe like a 5-10 minute walk, but like I was scared for my wheels, and I had on sneakers, and it was just not the best. And it was hot. Oh my gosh, it was so hot that first day. It was like, whew, I'm like getting hot thinking about it. Like, you ever had those moments where like you start talking about something and then like you start getting hot. But also, can we just take like a quick moment to acknowledge my twist out? I didn't do my twist, but I did undo them, so. Okay, but yeah. Sorry, I do have stuff written down so I don't forget anything, because I'm also gonna be inserting pics and videos throughout this too. So it's just not me sitting here talking to you all the time. But yeah, no, we got there, it was hot. And so then we figured out like who was gonna clean up each day, because we had these chefs cook for us every day. And then so our job was really just to clean everything else up. So it would be less on a burden on them, since they were cooking breakfast, tea time, lunch, afternoon tea time, and then dinner. And then we also had dessert with dinner too. So it's like kind of loud on them. And so yeah. Next, oh my goodness. So to preface, Heron Island is a little island in the Great Barrier Reef. Some people did have scuba licenses, so they were gonna scuba, and I was just gonna snorkel. I was gonna get experience to snorkel. So the first day we get out there and snorkel. I've never been snorkeling before. I was kind of nervous, kind of scared, but this lovely person on the trip went with me, and she kept me really calm, and we were partners, and it was really great. I saw so many fish. I'm really bad with names. I saw the rainbow fish, parrotfish I think they're called, but I saw the rainbow fish. I saw, oh, there's so many they were like big fish, little fish that were in schools together. Just the coral itself was amazing, and it sucks that so much of it's getting bleached because it's beautiful. That symbiotic relationship is just amazing. And then I saw baby sharks. Oh my gosh, we saw baby sharks. And then we also saw like manta rays, stingrays. We saw lots of those. I was actually at one point, so when you snorkel, there's sometimes you're snorkeling like at a depth, and sometimes you're snorkeling really close. And I was in like the close part, because I could really just put my arm down like this and touch the sand. And that's how close I was. And all of a sudden the thing starts moving under the sand, and it's this big manta ray. I can't show you like the width of my arms, but it's like my wingspan swims from up under me, and I'm just like beautiful, but like I don't want to die at this moment, you know? But yeah, no, that was really fun. And they also, one of the places you can snorkel was in the channel, but you can only snorkel there like sunrise or sunset. Anything in between that you weren't allowed to. And they had like this shipwreck too. It was like not a real shipwreck, but it had everything like it was a real shipwreck that you could swim into, see things. Actually, I didn't make it all the way to the shipwreck my first day, but people did, and they saw sea turtles. Like grown sea turtles. That's so amazing. I saw baby sea turtles. Oh my goodness. One night we were actually out one night looking at the stars, kind of the stars. I'll get to that. We were looking at the stars, and like all of a sudden you see rushes of little things going into the water, and we realized it's like all the sea turtles that are like hatching and going to the water. It was so beautiful. I'm gonna insert a clip of that right now. Okay, great. Okay, and so luckily we did get to snorkel that first day, because then the cyclone came. Yes, cyclone. Okay, so essentially the cyclone didn't really hit us too hard. In a sense, like when I think of cyclone, I don't know, that kind of sounds scary. But essentially it was just like the currents were super strong, so you weren't able to scuba, you weren't able to snorkel. And so I really only snorkeled that first time and another time, which I'll mention later. But no one got to scuba. We barely got to snorkel unless like you were swimming, like you were going in that water, like fighting against the water and trying to get water and snorkel. And so yeah, the cyclone was there, so the weather wasn't too great every other day. Like it was nice, warm, but it was just so windy on some certain parts of the island. Like on the north side, the North Beach area, wasn't windy at all. But on like the other side of the island was super windy, like all the time. Like, excuse me, like to the point where you couldn't even just sit there and like chill at the beach. Like your towel was going all the time. It was just a lot sometimes. Oh my gosh, but I did get a cute beach towel, and I'll link that video below about my new beach towel that I'm in love with. And honestly, I'm gonna just use it to like picnic too, cause why not? But yeah, luckily I did get to snorkel on those days and see the wonderful wildlife. The island itself wasn't too big. I'm not sure the exact size of the island, but it was really small. Maybe 200 people on the island. Like, this is a remote island in the Great Barrier Reef. Like, it's just us. You only really got Wi-Fi in one spot. Like, pretty much it. Yeah, with the cyclone, there were strong winds. We had possible rain. Actually, no rain, which was lucky. And then, yeah, possible like full-on cyclone was gonna hit the island. But there are lots of beach days. Even though it was really windy, like I said, depending like what side of the beach you went to, I tried to like walk the whole island so I could see like all the different beaches that were there. I guess it's all a beach, but like all the different like sections of the island. And definitely the best place to chill was North Beach because it was less windy. But there were so many days we chilled at the beach, talked. We actually had 2 spikeball tournaments. I've never heard of spikeball in my life until the Strip. But there were 2 spikeball tournaments, which was really fun, really interesting to watch. I didn't play, but my friends played, and it was really fun. We were all at the beach together, playing ball. We actually like throwing footballs and like these other balls in the water. It was actually really fun. So there was a lot of time for us to just really chill and get to know each other on the island, especially just chilling at the beach. Like, I'm one of those people who can chill at the beach. Like, do nothing else with my life but beach. Like, I can plan a full trip to the beach and go to restaurants and go to the beach. Granted, I do enjoy other activities, of course, but I could very well just do that and be very satisfied with my life. But yeah, other than that, other than the chill beach days, we lived with 8 people. You know, it wasn't bad. It actually wasn't terrible. But it's 8 people. We lived with 8 people in bunk beds in like these rooms, and then the bathrooms were separate. The bathrooms and like where you held like your scuba and snorkel gear, that was all separate. But it wasn't too bad. Just living with 8 people, it was just a lot of stuff and a little room. And plus, being on an island, sand gets everywhere. Like, we had to constantly sweep our room out at least twice a day. So I would sometimes sweep it out, and I knew someone else would sweep it out too, like later on. So we're literally like sweeping the room, like not a lot, but a lot, because sand is everywhere. Like, even I would like accidentally put my beach bag on my bed, and they're like standing, I'm like, ew, and I have to like go shake out my sheets because sand literally gets every single where. But yeah, no, the living accommodations were pretty good. We're 8 people bunk beds. We're in like this research center. So half the island's like a research center, then half the island's like a resort. And so we were on the research center side. And so yeah, we're just living in like 8-person bunk beds, chilling. And then the food. I was told this will be the best food of the trip. You know, I'm not gonna complain. The chefs, they were really good to us. They made muffins during tea time. I think that was my favorite part. Tea time, definitely my favorite part. Fresh fruit and muffins. Or like banana breads, pastries, stuff like that. Can't go wrong. I love that stuff. Best part. You know, some of the other meals were pretty good. They had like these healthy burgers. Wow. Now, I do love me a healthy burger. But, you know, the rest of the food, I was hungry sometimes. Like, sometimes it just wasn't my forte, and I was just hungry. So, actually, one night, I was very hungry. Very, very hungry. Because dinner wasn't great. I don't remember what we ate. Don't remember what it was, but I don't think I liked it. And so, especially if there's something I don't like, I'm going to try to eat. But there's to a point where I'm just, like, not going to eat. I'm just not gonna finish it, and I'm just gonna make do with my snacks or whatever else. So I was eating my snacks, and then I looked at my friend, and I'm like, you wanna try and walk to the resort? See if the restaurant's still open or anything. So we get to the bar, and they're like, oh, we don't sell food. Cause like the way it's set up is like a bar that's supposed to like sell snacks and stuff, like, and then like an actual restaurant. But I read the restaurant was already closed. So we went to the bar first to try and get snacks. And they're like, no, we don't have anything. But you can go over to a restaurant and see if like they're still open or they still have food left over. So we get there and the girl's like, oh no, we literally just threw everything away from the seafood buffet. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like you threw all of that away? And she's like, yeah. But actually, we do have a chef who's still here, so we'll go ask him if like he can make you guys something up real quick. And then we're like, oh my goodness. Like what? Like, okay, but but yeah, no. So and the chef comes back. No, the girl comes back after talking to the chef and was like, "Oh, we said he can make you guys up something real quick. You know, some salmon and some vegetables. You guys are fine with that, mind you." She's like, "Just go have a seat." Mind you, she hasn't told us the price yet, and this place is kind of expensive. Like, this resort is like $400 something a night. So I'm guessing the restaurant, oh my goodness. Whoa. Sorry for the interruption. I'm guessing the restaurant's also pretty expensive. And so I didn't ask price anything. I was just hungry, ready to eat or whatever. And so we go sit down. She's like, oh, I think you said $25. Like, $25? Oh, I can pay that. I can pay that. And 25 Australian dollars? So you know you gotta hit that 0.7. What? Yes, I can do that. And then this amazing, the salmon was so good. I don't know whether I was hungry or what. Like, I don't even eat asparagus, but like, the asparagus was good. The potatoes, every other vegetable that was in there. Salmon was spectacular. And then the water. At the research center water, it tastes chlorinated. I've never really had chlorinated water. I've never had to, I guess, use other water. Like, I know someone mentioned on the trip, they use well water, and so it kind of tastes like that when you have to like get out impurities. But I was like, this tastes like I'm drinking from a pool. I was really dehydrated our entire time on this island. But their water at the resort, fresh, filtered, like almost like my Starbucks triple filtered water. Like, it was doing something. It was doing something for me. I drank so much of that water. The girl was probably like, but no, that water was so good. And then the chef like came out himself, and we had like things, and we're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he brought us like this cheese and grape platter with crackers, and I was like, oh, wow, these people are so nice. Like, this man already packed up all of his stuff, was ready to go home, but stayed and cooked for us. That was so nice, and it was so much appreciated. I think that was one thing on this trip. I didn't find too many rude people. There are definitely rude people, but not on this island. I don't remember anyone being like rude or like disrespectful or mean at all on this island. Any staff, whether it was resort staff or like research staff, everyone was really nice and caring, and it was just a really nice atmosphere to be in. But oh, I already talked about the water, and that was the next thing on the list. But yeah, no, overall, I'm just glad I had the privilege to live in this environment, to be able to stay in the Great Barrier Reef, to be able to have those interactions, but make them thoughtful, to live in a fragile ecosystem. Oh my gosh, the Great Barrier Reef is such a fragile ecosystem, and to have the privilege to experience it was absolutely amazing. And just overall, I think one of the big things on this trip was trying to decrease our negative impact while there. I think it's definitely good that there's a research center there. I do believe that. I believe that, especially with Corona going around, we're seeing the environment like clear up in ways that we're like, oh my goodness, maybe we're the problem. But I definitely kind of see it as like, we just have to create better practices so the environment can stay like this, but we can also benefit and get to experience it. I definitely feel like there are so many ways where you can benefit and exchange with the environment without destroying it. And I definitely feel like Corona is giving us that chance to find ways to do so, and we definitely found a way to do so while being on this island. We tried to decrease our impact as much as possible, and I think we did so. And that was really just, I don't know. That was really just a great experience to have. And overall, I enjoyed my time on Heron Island. Definitely, people were bored on that island. And there were moments where I was bored, but at the same time, like I said, hey, hey, I love the beach. So I can sit on the beach all day. Every day I could wake up, watch Netflix, go to the beach, journal, eat lunch, go back to the beach. Like, I really could just enjoy every moment at the beach. I think my favorite moment at the beach, though, this trip was one of the last days at the beach, because almost everyone was there. Everyone was there at the beach, playing like volleyball, throwing the football, like just talking. It was just a really good time. And it was kind of like our last hurrah together, because we knew the trip was coming to the end. At that point, we got the email, the trip is over, and that was really just the last great moment all together, and I really enjoyed it. And also, if anybody's watching this from the Pacific program, I love you. I love you. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Honestly, I can do a reflection slash like what happened over the entire trip video. Comment down below if you want that, or honestly just hit me up on any social media if you think that'd be interesting, or any other videos ideas you want me to see. Any other video ideas you want to see me do. But yeah, this is just reflections of Heron Island and all the things we did and how I just enjoyed such a great experience. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notifications button so you can be notified when I post and get ready for the next video. Because since I'm at home, guess what? I literally have a few more classes to finish online. But other than that, I'm going to try and film more. And yeah, thank you. Don't forget to be great today.